Today, let's talk about a history of recent terrible Kindle updates between 5.18.5 and 5.19.4. Some of the updates were even pulled a few days after release. Really bad. So let's start from our baseline, 5.18.5, released on September 17th. This is our baseline, and there were no serious bugs in it as far as I remember for this and earlier firmwares. You might even call it perfect, down to the last minute detail. But now let's talk about a small subset of problems introduced in later versions, and these are only some of the problems. The biggest one is 5.18.6 broke the dictionary on November 5th, 2025. This affects German and Japanese, not English, okay? The dictionary would default to looking up the shortest word of any highlighted text instead of the longest. I've highlighted the word, this full word, in the photo. This is a separable verb with the prefix daher. Before 5.18.6, the Kindle would recognize the whole word and give the definition of the whole word. But after 5.18.6, it would only give the definition of the prefix. This makes the feature practically useless. If someone actually wanted to know what the whole word meant, getting told the definition of the prefix is useless. If the problem was present in English, I imagine it would look something like this. You try to highlight lighthouses, and it would highlight light and give you the definition of light, even though you highlighted lighthouses. I'll upload a more detailed video on this later. Another problem with 5.18.6, the compact bookmarks bar on the left has been folded into the notebook tab with huge thumbnails on the right. So yeah, now bookmarks are really space inefficient. Full video on my channel as well. And now you can no longer open a full dictionary, not just a preview, and the button to open a dictionary has been replaced with a share on Goodreads option. Full video on my channel as well. And yeah, now let's move on to 5.19.0 and 5.19.1, released on December 10th. This was released for the Scribe 2025 exclusively, but all other Kindles would inherit the problems in 5.19.2. Some users noticed the Kindle was constantly uploading gigabytes of data. The problem would appear a few days after updates or after airplane mode, and would cause battery drain due to constant uploading. I made a video on my channel about this as well. Take a look. And in 5.19.2, it broke embedded fonts, where certain parts of text have specific fonts, and it's been replaced with a generic font. You see on the left, this is how it's supposed to look, but on the right, you can see the text of the heading has been replaced. And in 5.19.2, it's released on February 17th. Now huge margins and laggy page turns for side-loaded Mobi and AZW3 manga and comics. You see? Huge margins. People even call this the death margins. In 5.19.3, released on March 27th, it did fix the margin problem, but now pages are on the wrong side in two-page landscape mode, and other problems like missing layout options, like virtual panel mode. And 11th gen Kindles were excluded from this update, so they still had all prior problems. 5.19.3.0.1 was released a few days later, like 2 weeks later. For an unknown reason, 5.19.3 was pulled after a few days and replaced with this. The difference between 5.19.3 and 5.19.3.0.1 are unknown. And then while this was happening, Kindle decided to end support for 1st through 5th gen Kindles. Amazon ended its Kindle Store downloads via Wi-Fi for 1st to 5th generation Kindles on May 20th, 2026. They already ended Kindle Store downloads via USB on February 26, 2025. So now there's no way to get Kindle Store books on the 1st through 5th gen Kindles via Wi-Fi or USB. And there's no way to register to use features that require registering, like collections. So yeah, I guess Amazon just has too much work to do. They don't have the resources, I guess. Oh, but on April 24th, 5.19.2 was reverted for 11th gen Kindles that didn't get the firmware 5.19.3. The manga-related changes were reverted. It took them 2 months to revert them, but all you need to do is connect to Wi-Fi, and without an explicit firmware update, it'll fix all the depth margin problems and the layout options. So yeah, that's pretty good. So all of your emails have been working, and they actually fixed it for 11th gen Kindles. And then for the rest, 5.19.4, it did fix the two-page landscape border problem and embedded fonts. The full-page refresh option no longer does anything. That's kind of weird. And the virtual panel option's not there either. But apparently this got pulled after a week, too, as well. What's going on? But yeah, I'm basically losing confidence in Kindle software. Seriously, the first super buggy update in November, and it's gotten worse since then, since with a pattern of new bugs, fixing them, but also introducing new ones at the same time. And if you've been watching my previous videos, asking to revert back to 5.18.6 was wrong. We should have been asking to revert back to 5.18.5. If you want to leave feedback to Amazon, you can go to All Settings, click Help, click Contact Us. Then you'll find a website or a QR code where you can send an email, or you can just go directly to the website that's in the photo. Click email and you can just write your complaint, and this will be filed and someone will read it, hopefully at Amazon. And yeah, this is the way to file an official complaint. And if you like this sort of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.